All right, so here's a video on the camera settings we use on the Posh Pro or the Flare, also on the R1. So this camera here is an M50, but these settings are the same if you're using an R100. So on the camera, we keep it on manual mode. So that's just on the M position here on the top dial. Then if you go down here to function settings, you're gonna wanna adjust your power saving. So you're gonna go to the second option here, then scroll down to power saving and make sure auto power off is set to disabled. All right, so shooting settings here, if you go to the fourth option, scroll down and set focus mode to AF, just like that. All right, so those are the main settings we configure on the camera. The rest of the settings can be configured from the software itself or the Photobooth app. So we're using PhotoFlix, or also known as booth.events, but the settings are going to be the same if you're using any other software. So brief overview of these settings. So right here, M is for manual mode. ISO, this one here, you're not going to really want to set to one number, just because you're going to probably have to adjust this depending on the lighting of the area. So ISO is going to determine how bright that photo is going to be. So the higher the ISO, the brighter, the lower, the less bright it's going to be. So right here is a pretty well lit area, so we have it at 200, but if it's a dark area, you're going to want to probably put it up a little bit higher. So when you adjust the ISO, sometimes you'll notice the screen goes really black and you can't really see yourself very well. If that's the case, then make sure to click right here on this option that says live view too dark. You're gonna click that and you're gonna set that to on. So click right here where it says brighten live view. And that'll brighten up that image so that the ISO doesn't determine how bright the live view is. So next setting is shutter speed. We keep that at 1/125. But anything from 180 to 1/125 generally works good for us. Aperture, we keep it at 5.6 to 8. Of course, autofocus, face detection, autofocus system. White balance, we keep that at white priority, but flash also works really well. So you can try those two and see which one you like best. But either of those two options should work pretty well. Live view, mirrored, and photos mirrored as well. So these are the settings we use. Hope this helps if you're having some issues with the quality of your photos.